Brent crude has reached $75 a barrel, the highest in over 2 years, just as Bank of America says prices could reach as high as $100 per barrel in 2022, and notes that the oil market will likely remain in deficit for the foreseeable future. Kola Karim, the chairman of Shoreline Group, helps us make sense of what is happening in the global oil markets and what they mean for Nigeria's domestic market. Kola, it's a pleasure always to speak with you. I want to get, first of all, your thoughts on that point I made about the Bank of America call. Do you agree that it will be tough to really deal with this deficit situation that we're seeing in the oil markets? Because I would think that it's all about OPEC plus flipping the switch, and we should be able to pump oil back into the market. But tell me, is it not that simple?
No, Wale, thank you. Good talking to you as always. Look, it's not that simple. What Bank of America's projection of $100 for next year is now looking more like a reality, and looking at where the global consumption and research in consumption is going. If you look at it now, the pandemic is slowing down, vaccination is going rapidly in the OECD countries and international markets, and through to form a lot of travel. And the traveling public confidence is coming back. So airlines are flying again, people are driving again, a lot of lockdowns opening up again. So the true position is consumption is resurging back, but the way to work this is production cannot catch up. That's the measure of what we're seeing today.
But we still have those production cuts by OPEC plus. So back to the point I made, how come they can't simply just ramp up that production in a couple of weeks?
Look, the cutback was 2 million barrels, and that's the cutback. Now, to put 2 million barrels back, I'm sure Saudi Arabia can switch on another 1 to 1.5. All the other OPEC members can make up the numbers. But the true position, if you look at the forecast, the deficit that we're going to see, if the global growth in consumption continues this way, by end of the year, we're going to see about 4 million barrels. Where is that going to come from? That is the question mark. Remember, we still have problems in Libya. We have problems in Venezuela. And Iran also got a major problem with the embargo. So trying to give the market the confidence of where this production is going to come from is what is creating the tightness in the requirements in the market, where you're seeing prices and will continue to see prices rise.
No, fair point. And the Bank of America did mention that pent-up travel demand. They also cited consumers foregoing public transport for private cars, as you can imagine, more lifestyle changes after the pandemic. But let me pivot now to Nigeria. And before I do that, though, I want to quickly get your thoughts on a point here, and that's the timing for oil as an energy source. You know, I was at a conference recently, and there's a view that gas still has some way to go, but the time is running out for oil, given all the concerns about its impact on the environment. Your perspective on that point?
Look, the true position is there has been this saying about oil's time is, oil has got a timeline tied to it. Some people say 2030, some people are saying 2040, 2050. Look, the true position is, irrespective of where it is, oil has got a global pronouncement today that we need cleaner and better efficient energy source. So Nigeria needs to start rethinking its own strategy for the future of its oils and focus on where its gases is going to be produced, processed, and put into the global markets.
All right, but on that point, still on that point, are you suggesting that you're confident that the oil industry can reorganize itself to produce in a more cleaner and more environmentally friendly fashion? Because many are suggesting that battery power is coming. Gas is obviously a more environmentally friendly source of energy, and more people are picking that up as the way to go.
Look, the reality is Nigeria and a lot of the other oil-producing countries will have no choice but to fall in line with the global order. So two things will happen. It's either we get better at producing oil that is a bit cleaner for the environment, or we refocus our mind in using our oils for other products that could fit to the end user market. 3, we focus on the gas we have in Nigeria, which is a source of cleaner fuel and diversification of our portfolio in Nigeria and our energy mix. This is the key critical position. But look, the true thing is this. Oil has got a finite lifespan put by the global consumers, and that target has got to be met. So if you look at all the global orders that's been signed left, right, and center, the talk is about there is a finite end to the consumption and uses of oil. So Nigeria needs to start rethinking its strategy, its energy strategy, and trying to change that focus so we do not get caught out in a very tight position.
All right, and another moment at that conference as I was moderating a session was a quick sample I did in the room of about 300 people, and I asked their thoughts about how the PIB could impact investment flows into Nigeria. As you know, there's more and more commitment from the National Assembly, of course the presidency, that we will get this done in a matter of months at the latest. But then I did a quick sample in the room and asked whether or not they felt that was enough to bring investor dollars into Nigeria. And incidentally, only a few hands came up. Your thoughts on that?
Look, but the true thing, I think I'm with the audience there. Look, one thing is clear. Nigeria is no longer the preserve of oil production in Africa. There are other countries that are competing for investor dollars. So you're looking at the likes of Senegal now that's found huge amount of gas. Mozambique is there. So what we should do is we should be getting our houses in order in making sure the PIB is passed and we're presenting ourselves competing favorably for investable dollars into our market that will make sure the investors know Nigeria is ready for business. If we do not have it, then capital, unfortunately, will go elsewhere where they're prepared and ready to receive those dollars and making returns on their investments.
All right, Kola, I know you have a flight to catch. I'll let you go now. Thank you so much for your time. Kola Karim is the chairman of the Shoreline Group.